Good.
Okay, we're gonna try this again. We just got on and then it said, I've never had that happen. It said something like reconnect and then it said finish. So I thought it meant finish my internet or something. So I just hit that and it just went off. So I'm sorry if anybody was here, but I don't think they were. So if you can see us and hear us, let us know. Just let us know where you're coming in from. Give us a wave. Just say hello, just so we know this is working. I don't know what, the past few days, the internet has not been great here. I forgot to tell you that. On my computer, I've been trying to upload videos and they've been super slow.
Did you test it?
I didn't test it. Matt always says, did you test it? I didn't.
Speed test.
I didn't even know how to, I'd have to call you at work and say, how do I do a speed test? So, or call Stephanie and say, Stephanie, what do I do? What do I do? I call Stephanie, not you. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna start and I'm hoping this is working. For anybody that doesn't know, this is Matt. This is my other half. This is who is always helping me with all the projects, the flip houses, the painting, everything. So
Just not on a lot.
just not on a lot. So he isn't, he doesn't love, we're going to get him better at this. We're going to get him better on coming on stories and lives and things. So, so he's just not great at, he's great at it, but he just doesn't love it. So, but he's just got to get used to it. Cause I remember when I started doing this, I'm like, I'm not going live and I'm not. So we've done these a few times and people have been asking, for us to do them again. You've been sending in questions. People on Instagram have been sending in questions. And so, I got him here to finally answer some questions. So we are going to get started and I should start off and say, start off and say that we do have a giveaway. So I'll kind of get into that, but we do have a giveaway for the people that are on live, and then we are going to do another giveaway for the people that watch us on replay. So to enter the giveaway, and I'll show you what the giveaway will be. It's one of our favorite things, and so the company is going to send you a box of one of our favorite things. So all you have to do is share this video. So when you just share the video and come back in and comment shared or I shared or whatever, just let us know that you shared. And then if you are on replay watching this, just comment below #replay and that you shared it. So, and then just say shared. So #replay shared. And then here, if you're here live, shared. And then we will know that you entered. See, he's already like, oh gosh, this is a lot of talking. This is a lot of talk. It's not a lot of questions.
I said, let's get to the questions.
Oh, see, he's like, if anybody wants to talk sports, he will, yeah, okay. And we actually have some sports questions.
Nice.
Okay. So first of all, I'm going to start. And if you guys have any questions while we're here live, just put them in the comments and I will see them. I asked him to get his glasses and he's like, no, you can read it all. So I will see them and we will answer them. So first of all, okay, I'm just going to start. Where did you grow up? Where are you from?
I grew up in a small town in southeast Iowa called Richland, Iowa. A big town, I think back when I was there, it was like 800 people and it's just slowly declined and I think we're at 500 now. So hit the peak when I left, I suppose.
Yeah. And I grew up here where we live. So I have lived here all my life in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. So I've been here since I was born. Do you have siblings?
I do.
See, these are easy questions
Yes,
so
thank
far.
God. I do. I have an older sister who's 5 years older than me. And then I have an older brother who is 11 months and like 3 days, something like that. 7 days.
And you heard that right.
4 days.
11 months older.
My mom's going to kill me for saying that.
Okay, and I have two sisters. I have an older sister that's 8 years older than I am, and then a younger sister. We're about 18 months apart. Okay, how did you meet?
We met.
He doesn't know these questions, just so you guys know. He's like, should you tell me all the questions? And I'm like, no, let's just, I mean, there's nothing hard, but.
At my first real job, full-time job out of college, Lindsay applied to be a worker there. So
Part-time. I was still in college, so.
So that's how we met. I technically didn't hire. She interviewed with a coworker. So yeah, but that's how we first met.
So we were at the Boys and Girls Club.
Yes.
So he was like, I don't know what your position was called.
Program supervisor.
He was a program supervisor there, and I was in college, and I just applied for like a part-time job. And so that's how we met. That's where we met. Okay. What did you both go to school for?
I started out for education, but
Was going to go into teaching.
going into teaching about a couple years, halfway in between, I switched like leisure services so I could do more Parks and Rec, recreation, YMCA type stuff.
And I went to school for child psychology. I thought I would forever work with kids, and that's what I did for so many years. So many years. I loved it. That's what I thought I was going to do for the rest of my life. So that's what I went to college for. How long have you been married?
What year is it?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. So we got married in 2000.
Yes.
And so he's so excited about that because he's like, I will always know how many years we've been married because I just got to know the year. And then I'll just know that's how many years we've been married. So we've been.
And we got married on my mom's birthday.
Yes. So then he'll never forget it. I mean, true or romantic, he is not. Right, Matt, would you say? No, not at all. Not at all. But that's good. It's okay. So we've been married 21 years. It's going to be 22 years in October. That's crazy. That's super crazy. How did Matt propose? This is kind of a funny story.
I took her to a bed and breakfast in Galena, Illinois.
I'd always wanted to stay in a bed and breakfast. I'm like,
Yeah,
I think that would
which
be
is like
super cool.
One of those older towns with like a long strip of just different shops. And I was petrified. Petrified. Yeah, I think I was gonna do it like twice, but I got
Oh
too
my gosh.
nervous, so
As soon as we
yeah.
got to the room or whatever, something was wrong, way wrong. And then I started getting nervous and I could just tell, like, this guy is the most laid back. He is laid back and just super chill. And I am high strung. I'm talking all the time. So anyway, so it's a great mix, but something was way wrong when we went to that room. And I just knew. So then I just knew that's what he was going to do. But he was so nervous. And so then I got nervous. And so then we had just gotten there. We checked in and I knew that's what he was going to do. And so I just hurried and got out of there. I'm like, let's just go to dinner. So he was planning on doing it. So then we went to a kind of a fancier restaurant. And so he did it there at the restaurant. But I wanted the heck out of Dodge because I knew he was so nervous. So then I felt like I should be nervous. And so, do you remember that?
Yeah, then we played shuffleboard.
As soon as it was over with, he was like so fine and back to normal. I don't know. Did you think I was going to say no?
Well, no. But
Oh, okay. He was just nervous. Okay, this is a good one. We're going to just jump into this. So it's not hard. When and why did you decide to start flipping houses? So let me just give a little backstory. The market right now is really crazy. So we haven't had a flip house. We had one last year, right? 20. Yeah, because the whole thing had just happened. So we had one in March. So we had one last year. And so we have flipped 5 properties on our own. We have helped my dad flip properties. We were kind of like his workers. We would do whatever we could and help him out with his flip houses. So when did we start flipping on our own?
6 years?
Wow, I wouldn't think it would be that long ago. So
Time flies.
yes, I wouldn't say it was that long. You would say 6? Okay.
We've had like 5 or 6 houses and we do them once a year, kind of.
And I do count the duplex because we had to flip that.
Yeah.
So, okay, so maybe 5 or 6 years ago. And why? Because we loved it. So we helped my dad do his flip houses and we learned so much. And he got to the point where he can't do a lot of things. And I think this is going to come up here later. But so he just stopped looking for them and just stopped buying them. But Matt and I were kind of like, maybe we could do it on our own or let's figure this out. We still wanted to do them. And so that's why we did it. So we took the plunge. I started writing down yearly big, huge goals. And so I would share them with Matt and Matt would be like, you're crazy. And then, so that was one of them to do it on our own. And then we found our first one. And then after we found our first one, it was just like we were hooked. Like we wanted to keep doing it. And so we will keep doing it. But right now the market is crazy. We have been to a few and it's crazy. It's crazy. So, okay. what did you do before My Creative Days? So before this, so right after college, I was a daycare and preschool director for a while, and then we had our kids, and then after we had Gabrielle, I really wanted to stay home, and Matt was like, yeah, let's do that. We're going to make it happen. And then after I was home for a little bit, friends started hearing that I was home, and they would call me and they would say, hey, can you watch my so-and-so for, a few hours or a day or whatever? And that turned into a full-fledged like daycare here in our home while I was raising our kids. Was not planning on that, but it was amazing for when it lasted. The families that we had were amazing. Old friends of mine that were still, talking, and I still see these people. The kids were amazing. So that's what I did, but I did all the flipping furniture and all the DIYs, and he did too on the side, because in our first house and then this house now, we were doing all these projects in our home. So we were just doing that as a hobby, and then I heard about a blog, started that, and then that's what happened. It kind of took off from there.
I did.
Okay, so the next one I can't ask right now because we have to talk about that later. Oh, are either of your kids interested in DIY or flipping furniture?
No, not really.
Not really.
We had Landon try one.
Landon did just flip his first piece, and they don't mind. When we have a flip house, they both like to be there working because they're making money. So they're getting paid. So they do like the flip houses. I think Landon gets more excited about that stuff than Gabrielle, but he's older too. So I don't know if it's kind of like an age thing or, but I would love to see them together as they grow up, flip houses together, and get properties and maybe have rentals and that kind of stuff. But
Know how to do that stuff.
and know how to do that stuff, yeah. Because so that'll lead into this. You said Matt didn't know how to know anything about tools. How did he get to like it, and how did he get to learn it? So how did you learn it?
Yeah, no, I had no clue about any of that. So when we were to help your dad, I was more the laborer and stuff like that, and just kind of loved it. Loved trying to figure things out, putting things back together. Yeah.
So my dad taught him a lot of that stuff. So like I said, I grew up with, my dad was building houses, fixing houses, building decks, back porches, all those kinds of things. So I was just always around that. And Matt grew up with parents sports. It was all around sports. And so two different worlds. When Matt first was swinging a hammer around my dad for the first time, my dad's like, he doesn't even know how to hold a hammer right. And I'm thinking, how do you hold a hammer wrong?
He had a high grip and was tink.
He's like, and my dad's up on roofs and like hitting the hammer. So he had a lot to teach Matt. But Matt, I think, how did you get to like it? So I think this person was asking because they'd like their husband to get to like it.
I love tinkering, I guess. Love being in the garage, tinker. I just always have.
Yeah.
I mean, even as a kid, I would sit in there, do different things, not puzzles, but like that Christmas thing Dad always has up around Christmas.
What's
I
he?
hot glued the baby jars together in high school, stuff like
Yes,
that.
yes.
I mean,
yes.
I always liked doing that stuff.
Yeah. And it's more, the more you learned, I think the more interested he got into it. And like the more he learned how to use certain tools, then he wanted to use them more and like figure out how else to use them.
If your furniture piece is figuring out how to do things differently.
Yeah, and I have ideas all the
work.
time. And I'm like, so I would have to call my dad and I would have to say, hey, I want to do this like in our house or a project or something. So my dad would come over and then he would kind of walk us through it. He would do a lot of it in the beginning and we would just be wherever we could help. And then it just over and over time with my ideas and Matt then trying to figure it out and learning how to use the tools helped. That was a big thing. And we started buying our own tools and not just borrowing my dad's and that kind of stuff. So if you're just hopping on, we are having a giveaway tonight. So all you have to do is share this video and then put in the comments shared and you are entered. And I will show you pretty soon what one of our favorite companies is going to send you guys. So, okay, these are kind of questions for Matt. They're easy.
Is it like rapid fire?
Kind of.
Okay.
What's your favorite sport?
Basketball.
What is your full-time job? What do you do?
I am currently, it's a weird title. I am a assistant superintendent of recreation. Basically, I'm kind of in charge of youth sports, as well as a recreational facility
For a city.
for
Okay.
a city.
What? Oh, what? I thought this one was good. What is your favorite FabFitFun product so far? That might be hard. That might be hard. So if you haven't seen, he always opens the FabFitFun boxes I get with me. It's so funny. He doesn't care the lotions and stuff he puts on and tries the stuff out. So can you remember? What was in the last box that you liked?
I don't even remember.
It was the picnic blanket. It was the lime.
I think I had like a ball one time that I bounced around the house a couple times. It was a fitness ball, but it still works against the wall and stuff.
Okay. So okay. All right. Who is your favorite sports team?
Oh, Iowa State. We're talking pros or college?
Okay, college is Iowa
No,
State.
It's college. It's Iowa State.
Okay. See how he just lights it's sports. He's like, oh, this is
Iowa
yes,
State.
this is yes. What is your favorite tool right now?
My favorite tool? I'm looking at my tool.
Yeah. It can be a big tool or a small.
Impact driver.
And should we tell him the story about the impact driver?
No, it's just simple. I like it. It's
So,
handy.
so in our first flip house, my cousin was helping us do some work, and he had this impact driver, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I think Matt needs one of these. And my cousin's like, yes, it's amazing, and he's really handy for a lot of things. And Matt comes out, and he's like, he used it or whatever they were doing. He's like, I don't need one of those. No, I don't think so. So I got him one of those, and
I already had 3 drills. It's not like I needed another drill.
but what's your favorite?
I'm glad I got it.
Yeah, see? So what's the difference between a drill and an impact driver?
Oh, I like it because I just like it because it's got the easy release.
Are you kidding? Doesn't it go super fast or
it's
something?
super fast. It's
It's a
light.
lot more.
Yeah,
it's
it's
faster than a normal. Okay. Is there anybody that you follow in particular on YouTube for tools, gardening, or anything like that? Or do you just.
I don't. No.
No.
I just, if I want to come up with an idea, I Pinterest it, right?
Pinterest or YouTube. But if you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's nobody like he continually watches or anything like that. Do you ever paint or flip your own projects on your own?
No.
Yes, you do.
No.
Like the birdhouse.
I didn't
Well,
flip that.
No, not the houses. No, like to flip like a piece of like just whatever.
Oh, you mean I took a bird cage. Yeah, like a birdhouse, put on I don't know, yeah.
Stephanie, you're right. Matt says, can I change my answer about the favorite tool now? Because it was my idea for you to get the image. Okay. So the birdhouse that we just did where he repurposed that outdoor light,
Oh, yeah.
that was his idea. He comes up with some great ideas, and I'm like, okay.
So I guess I do.
You do. There's many times where he's got an idea in his head, and then he's looking for the things or whatever, and he does. He's very creative.
I'm not really creative. I steal a lot of ideas.
We don't steal them, but
Well,
you
I
see
don't
them.
steal
I mean,
see
you're
'em and then-
inspired.
Yeah.
But no, I think you're creative, especially when we're trying to fix things. And okay, what is in your sacred toolbox?
Am I getting it out?
Well, it's right here. So I have shared many times, Matt. This I can't touch. The kids can't touch, and
Well, there's certain tools that I like that I don't want anybody else to have. So, I'll just show the certain ones.
you know what I should do? I should have brought the toolbox that he put together for us to have. He calls it mine and the kids'
Yeah.
toolbox. That there's like 3 things in there. So then when we need something, this is where we go.
Yeah. So here's my toolbox.
It's a tool bag.
Tool bag. So it has all the tools that I really like and I don't want to lose. Sometimes like at a flip house, somebody borrows them and then puts them away. And if you're doing a flip house, basement, upstairs, you never know where it's at. So I try to keep all my stuff together.
And the bag is really nice. He likes the bag instead of like a tool box.
It's more of a pouch carrying thing. So
It's handy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff in here. So, I mean,
There's a lot. But do you want me to give you examples?
yeah, why don't you share like some of your favorite things in here?
Like a box cutter, razor, utility knife. I like this one, mainly because it has a clip. I can put it on my belt. It flips up and back, and then if the blade runs out, You just take it out and put a new one in.
It's so much better than those. Do you have the?
Well, those, no, see, this one's easy too, because
Okay.
it has its safety compartments in here. Not the safety compartments, the extra cartridges in here.
Oh,
And
okay.
then it has an easy release right here.
Okay. And we need how many of those in one tool
We
bag?
need two,
Okay.
because
Just
they're
in
both
case.
a little bit different.
Yep.
And then,
It
what
just
else?
gets
are-
heavier and heavier.
I know.
What's something up? Oh my gosh, this wood screwdriver. I'm telling you, you guys.
I mean, it has, the reason why I like it is because not too many screwdrivers have like the square. I don't know if they can see that, the square, not just
You
the
guys
Phillips
see
and
that?
standard.
It's
So-
actually the square bit, and it's the most random times you need that bit.
I know.
Do you see how quickly he took that from me so I didn't lose it?
Oh, I love this thing.
Well, I guess sports and tools we can talk about. What's that?
It's a safety thing. So if you're changing light switches or something like that, it detects whether there's any power in it. Plus, you can put it into a or a socket to make sure it's properly grounded.
Yeah, that is
So,
a good. We've used that
It's a
many
safety
times.
tool, so
Yeah.
it's really nice. Yeah.
These are tape measures, window
measures.
scrapers. I mean, he's got a flashlight. He's got wrenches.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
ratcheting.
backwards, like it's
Ratcheting wrenches.
a ratcheting wrench. Oh yes, not just regular wrenches.
No. Oh,
Oh, here's another.
everything's got to be level.
Oh my! I mean, we level
Picture
the
frames?
yard work. What are you? Right? Is there something you do with the yard? I don't know.
You got to have like 3 different types of pliers.
So this is the toolbox that we cannot touch.
No, we do.
It's so funny. I'm like, bring your tool bag because we might ask about some tools. And he's like, I think somebody's been through it. He's going through it. He's like, oh, I think I'm missing. This is actually handy. If you don't have one of these in your tool bag, that has been handy. Like, not that you're always working at night, but underneath sinks or if you're down in a basement and you can't see, that's really come in handy. I thought you were going to knock over that drink. Okay. Okay, so that is his tool. Okay, so let's talk about one of our favorite tools. And this is, I've talked about it many times. We love these paintbrushes from Zebra Paintbrush. Zebra Paint. They are going to be sending you guys a box of their paintbrushes. So all you have to do is share this video, comment that you shared, and then one of you here live is going to win a box of their tool or their paintbrushes, and then somebody that's watching on replay will win a box as well. So just if you're on replay and watch this, just say #replay, and then once you share the video, say shared, and then we will be reaching out to you if you won the box of paintbrushes. But we love these paintbrushes. Matt and I both do. I love them. Well, like their Palm Pro because it just fits in my hand good. But Matt even will use it. My hands are small, but for trimming and stuff, and they make brushes for everything imaginable. So I was excited. They said that they would do that and for you guys and for a little giveaway. I thought that was awesome. So yeah, we definitely love those. Okay, here's another question. Do you agree about what/how to fix things?
I tell her yes or no, kind of what she can do or what she can't do.
Yeah.
So she kind of comes up with the ideas. I can say, well, that won't work. We can do it this way. So
Yeah, and we kind of that's kind of how it works. Like I will come up with the idea and then I take it to him and I'll say, this is what I'm thinking. And then we kind of work it out together. So we don't really argue about it because we kind of know our place and how this partnership works like that. So it works out really good, right?
yes.
Where is one place you would like to go picking or thrifting out east? I think that would be super fun, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
Where else would you? I think you think somewhere else. Look at it.
No, that would.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah.
So I have said before here on lives and on Instagram, I think it would be so fun to have a show thrifting like across America or across the world and see what you can find in different, yard sales, estate sales, thrift stores, and decorate a place in different areas with those items. Would you be on board for that?
Yeah. Yes.
I might need a new partner.
Yes.
I know, wouldn't that be fun though, to honestly see what you can find in different areas? You know what I mean? Like across the US? Yeah, I think it would be. I don't think you're on board.
I am, yes.
Totally?
Yes.
Do you need more caffeine?
No.
Okay. How do you not want to keep everything? That's a good question. So I am somebody that gets rid of things all the time. So the kids will say, oh, mom's organizing again. Or, so I don't like a lot of stuff. I want to get rid of stuff all the time. And so it's really easy for me to get rid of stuff. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'm now, we have reopened the Instagram shop as well. So I am finding things to put in that shop for people that wanted to shop some of the items that I'm finding. So, which is super fun because I get to pick for other people and I'm not keeping it all. So I guess I'm changing things in our home all the time, and which means I don't want to store things that I'm not using, loving, or gonna put up or put out. We don't have a ton of storage here in our house. Our home isn't huge, so I'm constantly having to, if I bring something in, at least one thing or two things is gonna go out. So it's just easy for me, I think, to not keep everything. What would you say?
I agree. Yeah.
Man of little words.
Well, we keep looking for things, find new things. Something kind of has to go.
Yeah.
So you just kind of keep recycling things. So
picking in New England would be awesome. Could you imagine?
Well, England would be cool though.
Yeah, England would be cool too. But yes, I would definitely watch if you had a thrifting picking show. See, I think it would be so much fun. So much fun. Okay, somebody asked what Google engine do I use? And so I shared this the other day, and I'm just gonna share this quick because if you didn't see this, it's such a cool tool. So if you have the Google app, just click that Google app. I might be taking a photo of you here in a minute, but so you're gonna open this, and then if you can see, this might be backwards for you guys. There's a little camera icon right here. So when you hit that camera icon, okay, Matt didn't have his set up. So you can, what you would do is you would put whatever item you're looking for. So the other day I was sharing the lamp that I found. You would put that item there and then you would click this. It's not gonna show, where you can find Matt, but you would click that and then you scroll up and you can find where you find similar items. So get the Google app, it's a little camera icon. So when you're at thrift stores, yard sales, if you're in somebody's house that you don't really want to ask them where they got something, you can use this. It's so awesome because I have found, I found a beaded, a wood bead chandelier a while ago, and I took a picture of it, and it was like a $300 chandelier, and it showed me right where it's from. So definitely use this. New England picking is expensive. I'm sure it would be. Much prefer the South. The South would be fun though too. So that's the Google app that I was using. Definitely try it. Just go around your house. That's what I did the first time I got it. I just went around our house because a lot of the stuff in our house, what would you say, 80% of the stuff in the house, we've picked or thrifted or 90%. So I just kind of went around and looked to see where different things were from. So it's a fun thing to use. Where is the one place you would like to travel? Do you want me to answer? I would like to go to Charleston, South Carolina. Charleston, for sure. That is one place. If I had to say one place.
I'd like to go to England.
My grandma
Scotland.
was from England. Yeah. The whole flying thing, I'm not a good flyer. I'm not at all. So, but I'm going to get better at it because we're just going to do it all the time and I'll just get better at it. That's what everybody tells me I have to do. So anyway, okay, here's some easy ones. Early riser, night owl.
Well, night owl compared to you.
Early riser for me. I'm early in the morning. What is your coffee order?
Grande dark roast.
Just black coffee. He just likes
Grande
black.
dark roast.
Nothing else in it.
Keep it under 5.
Yes, and I don't drink coffee. It's just an unsweetened iced tea if I'm going to get something somewhere. That I'm pretty boring. The last product or tool that you purchased that you are really happy with, or that you got that you're really happy with.
I just had the weeder out the other day, weed my yard.
the weed tool. You like
I think
that?
that was the last tool I bought, right? That you know of?
The mower you got,
No.
so that weed thing, I think we shared that on Facebook here. That thing is really
I just
cool.
bought myself a tire inflator too for my air compressor.
he liked
so I
that.
like that.
Yes. Okay. So okay. Yeah, you were really happy. Actually, I forgot. He came in. He's like, this thing really works. So he was, $10.
Should
Oh.
link it.
I could link it. I could if they wanted it. Flipping houses. Do you think anyone could do it? I'm gonna let you go
I
with this.
don't. I don't. It's not necessarily knowledge, but it takes a lot of work, a lot of dedication, after hours, weekends. It's kind of like a priority that you have to do. Have to keep up on things, call contractors, not just one, but get different bids to make sure everything goes on. So it's more the dedication and the work aspect versus knowledge of getting things done.
Yeah. And I think, especially if you're both working full time, like we're working full time and we do it on the side. So we just know we always have a time limit from when we want to get the flip houses done. My time limit is always shorter than Matt thinks it should be, but we always get it done in that time limit. But so we just know, so if it's 3 months or 4 months, we know that is going to be our life. Our kids' activities, those come first. So if they've got a game or a practice or something we have to get them to, that comes first. But anything other than that, we're not, going on trips or hanging out on the weekends, or it's weekends and nights are going to be that flip house until we get it done. So, and even if I like to tell people, it costs you money, even if you paid for it in cash, it costs you money to hold it. So you're paying lights, you're paying insurance, you're paying taxes, you're paying, like all of that you're paying as you're holding it. So, and we could go into depth about flipping houses and all that, but, I think it takes, I don't think it's for everyone.
Well, I should say it's not for everyone. I should say everyone shouldn't do it, but it's not for everyone.
Yeah, you didn't say everyone shouldn't do it. Yeah, it's just not, it may not be for everyone.
Yeah.
It is a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a lot of, Do you have anything else to say about that? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Let's do the rapid fire questions.
Well, some of those were rapid fire. Favorite show right now? Here's some more.
Alone.
Yeah. We love Alone. Do you guys watch Alone?
It's the only series going on right now.
It is. And we don't watch a lot of TV. We always say that. We don't. Like growing up, you watch TV at night. Like that's just what you did, but we just don't watch a lot of TV. Everybody's busy at night anymore.
It's kind of nice too. It's Thursday. We know what night it is.
Yeah.
It's not like you just sit there and watch all 10 episodes and get it done within 24 hours. You actually have to wait, plan it, and
watch it.
Yeah, so it's kind of nice doing it that way.
And if we don't make it that night, you can watch it online or something.
You can, but you're just you're not done with the season within one day.
Yes. Jennifer's husband likes Alone as well. You guys, we are hooked. And we started watching it way before it started, or like way after it started. So we were actually watching them, trying to get caught up for a while, but it's good. If you guys are not watching it, you should definitely watch it. Okay. What is your favorite snack?
Potato chips.
He just loves potato.
We have a chip cabinet, so.
And that's where he will go.
Every day I come home from work.
I like apples. I like apples and peanut butter, beef jerky, a good popcorn. It's got to be a good popcorn. I love olives. So but Matt does love.
And I'm not picky on my chip.
Yes, you are. Like
No.
you're not going to eat a sour cream and or
No,
what are
that's
those
true,
called?
But I'll eat.
Sour cream and cheddar.
No, you're right. I'll eat the wavy, not the But yeah.
Yeah, but you like what your favorite chip would be? What flavor? Sorry.
Barbecue.
Barbecue chip. Oh, So the flavors you're picky on, but not the
That's
kind. Heartland has 13 seasons. What is Heartland? Do you know that show, Matt?
Huh.
The old series Heartland. Okay, I've never heard of that. Okay, yes, Stephanie. Okay. And yes, Stephanie is talking about doing okay, I can talk about that here in a minute. Okay, let me get one superpower. If you could have one superpower, what would it be?
Green Lantern's ring.
I don't even know what that means. I don't watch any of those. My superpower would be to be able to sleep like he can. lay his head down, and dude can be out in 3 minutes and then can get up in the morning and then go back to bed. It's a show from camp. Ruffled chips with French onion dip. He loves French onion dip. Oh my gosh. Heartland is a good family show. Okay, we're going to have to look up Heartland. I'm writing that down. It's a Canadian show. Okay. Somebody asked, Matt, do you really, truly like shopping, thrifting, yard sales?
I do. Yeah, some of my fondest memories as a child were Black Friday shopping. Load up the station wagon, go to the mall. Of course, my dad would always buy us like a little something from the mall. We just got like a magic trick or like a little handheld video game or something cool.
Airplanes or something you said,
Yeah.
like those, yeah.
And then, going to Christmas, stopping the day before. Yeah, so, and then even in high school, I did go garage selling in high school, looking for different things. So, thrifting in college. So,
When I met him, I didn't know him in college. So he's 5.5 years older than I am. So when he was in college, I didn't know him in college, but when I met him, they used to go thrifting, him and like his roommates or friends or whatever. I'm like, oh my gosh.
yep.
Okay, everybody here, a Facebook live sale. I'll talk about that. Almost every woman's dream to be able to sleep like a man. Isn't that the truth? What is that superpower? I mean, and he could sleep through, obviously the baby's crying or whatever. And
Well, what happens when you turn on a movie?
I fall asleep.
I mean, there's your superpower.
I do. I can't be laying. I cannot stay up at night when we turn on a movie or whatever. Here's my problem. Anybody else do this? Anybody else, like if you're sitting up, you're fine, but like you're so tired, so you're like, I'm just gonna lay down a little bit. Like just and once you get horizontal, like are you just out during a movie? That is so me. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's so me. Any more summer getaways?
I think so.
Yeah, we have a couple
we do.
more
We
that
have a
will,
couple.
yeah, and we will be sharing those with you guys for sure in stories and stuff. Breaking news on ESPN because that's important. We have that
Hugo's probably
notification on. Okay. What is it?
The Greek Freak is going to play tonight.
He is gonna or not?
He's going to.
The NBA Finals games start tonight or something, so
Go
it's
Suns.
a big. Okay. How do you split up chores? Cleaning, yard, cooking, laundry. Matt does the yard. Matt loves the yard. I do the cooking. Cleaning, we kind of all do. I think I do more of the cleaning because I'm a little OCD with that. And laundry, we all pitch in. The kids do too. So that's how we split that up. Fancy or casual? So I don't know what this question meant. Like, was it decorating? Was it just like, I didn't know. But us all the way is casual. I mean, I couldn't think of anything that we would be fancy on. Like clothes.
You got some pretty fancy sweatpants.
Oh yeah. If I put on my dressy sweatpants, these aren't them, but it's kind of an inside joke. Like I've got sweatpants and then I've got like dressier sweatpants. So, but yeah, so we are casual all across the board. All of us are. One food you don't like.
Me?
Okay.
Salmon, cottage cheese, gum. How's that?
Gum. So Matt's worst fear is gum. He
Yes.
literally, I've shared this here before. He can't see a wrapper. He can't touch a wrapper. He can't see it chewed. He doesn't want to hear you chewing it.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, he just like it's his worst fear. So for me, one thing I don't like is celery like by itself. I can have it cooked in something or but I don't know what it is about that. I just don't love that. If I had to choke it down, I could, and I've never had sushi like raw fish because it scares me. I'm always, if I have to, the day's over. So that's another thing I don't know if I'd try it. I'd just be a little scared. What's your favorite thing to do together?
Quite a bit. Coffee shops, thrifting.
Yeah, we like date nights. We do projects, the flip houses,
Not putting up a tent.
oh yeah.
That's a no-no.
Joan asked us to do that together because that is not, so when we were dating, and even when we got married, I
You
feel
never
like,
do it right.
No, you just didn't know how to give the directions right is the problem. But we would go camping a lot, just tent camping. And so, was it putting it up or?
Both.
So now it's like, well, we have not been tent camping forever, but anytime we got it out, like at a certain point, it was just like I had to walk away and just let him do it because that is something we can't do together, for sure, right?
Yep.
Okay. Matt, do you know what LMAO stands for?
I do now.
It stands for LAMO, right? If you guys, that's kind of watch my stories today. Somebody asked that. I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, Matt thought LMAO, a friend of his responded back to something Matt said with LMAO. And Matt was like, he just said that was lame-o. And I'm like, what? Why would he? Like, I thought that was, I'm like, what? Why would he say that? It's lame-o. What? Like, it wasn't even a bad thing Matt said or whatever it was. And I'm like, what are you? So I'm looking through the text and it was the friend said LMAO. I'm like, oh, Matt. And the kids were like, oh, Dad. Oh, my gosh. So that's not what that stands for.
Nope.
It's not lame-o. Okay. Okay, what is one tool you don't have and that you would want? Sorry.
Do I have to and know how to do it?
Well, I would think, like, is
Like
there
a welder?
Well, but I don't know if you know how to do that.
No,
I would
I
think they
don't.
would mean like, you know what I mean? Like a tool that you could use now that you just don't have. Like, okay, while he's thinking,
I have a lot of tools.
so I saw that some of you, I was thinking about doing a live sale here on Facebook to see how that went. So all cheese you can't do. Okay, Leah, yeah. Yes, because we are multitaskers and our mind is always working. Yes, it's the worst when you can't go to sleep. So we were thinking, so some people on Facebook wanted to shop the items as well because they didn't have Instagram. So we were thinking about maybe doing a live sale here on Facebook. And if you guys are interested in that, please leave it in the comments that you would be interested in that. And we can find a time to do that. We can figure out how to do it. So people would have to be here live, and then I guess you would just do kind of sold in the comments, and we can figure out all the details. But I just want to know if there's enough interest in that for us to do it, because then I will definitely make that happen if that's something you're interested in. What are you laughing about?
I was looking at Landon shoot baskets, and the net got tangled up, so the ball's like stuck, and he's trying to jump and get it. So
And he can't reach it.
kind of making me laugh. Well, you know, he's hitting it a couple times, but he can't. Doesn't matter.
I didn't even hear his basket. It's so
Yeah.
like basketballs all day long, so it's like I didn't even hear it. Do you have a favorite tool or a tool that you would like to have? You can't think of one. That's
No, I mean,
he's always said that he would like to learn to weld. So I
Yeah.
guess yeah. So I don't know what you need for that.
I'm just trying to think
Welding.
of projects that would.
Okay. No, that's all right. Okay, so if you're just seeing this now, we are hosting Zebra Paint is going to send somebody here a box of their paintbrushes. These are the brushes that I've shared many, many times. All you have to do is share this video, comment that you shared, just say shared in the comment. And somebody that's here live will win a box of these brushes. And then if you see this on replay, put in the comments, #replay, and then share the video and then say that you shared. And then we will do a box of the brushes for somebody on replay as well. So they're gonna do 2 boxes, which is amazing. You will love these brushes. Okay, so those were all the questions, I think, Matt. Heartland is something we need to look up. And then let me know if you're interested in a live sale so we can look into doing that. And 2 other things. So what's coming up for My Creative Days? Do you know, Matt? He's like, what do I say and what can I say? So we are working on a podcast, which I love to listen to podcasts. I got Matt into podcasts. And so I think it would be fun to do a podcast just because I know that people get information in different ways. So we have the website, we're across all social media, YouTube for videos, and then podcasting. Some people just like to listen to information and things. So we are working on that. And somebody asked if you're going to be a guest on the podcast, because I didn't answer that because.
Yes.
Okay.
Next month.
He doesn't know. He does not know when this is coming out. We're thinking the end of August into September for that. And we are also working on a furniture flipping course right now. So I'm super excited about this course for everybody that asks about it, who wants to start doing it, who has started doing it and just wants to learn a little bit more, who maybe already has a business and just wants to learn some of the ways that you can work with companies and brands and all kinds of things we're putting into this course. So I'm super excited about it. We are just right now in the stages of putting it all together and getting the videos together and all the things that we're putting in it. So that's kind of another exciting thing that we have coming up. So yeah, I think that's it. Matt, I appreciate you doing this.
You're welcome.
Do you think that we should do this more often?
Every couple months is fine.
What about once a month? Maybe we could just do like a project or something once a month, or I was thinking, like, you know what? I'm not going to say anything. If you guys have an idea for a once a month or an ongoing basis, if you guys are thinking about or are interested in a live sale, we could do that. But if there's another idea you guys would like to see more of, that's something I actually did have in my notes. What do you want to see more of? More lives, more projects, more DIYs? Let us know, because all of that helps. I love podcasts too. I do. I really like true crime podcasts too. Does anybody else? I mean, because we could go take a far we could take a far left right here about true crime podcasts. But let's talk about true crime pods. What do we usually listen to at our flip houses?
I don't.
The music, like on some of the.
Listen to ESPN radio.
Yeah, I
Fox
know.
News radio.
But I'll be in a room and he'll hear like the one music. He's like, Crime Junkie is one of them, but he calls them all Crime Junkies. So if it's a true crime podcast, he just says Crime Junkies are on. It wouldn't even be that one, but that's what we call it. Matt. Dawn says you guys are really fun together, except maybe the Cyclones. Go Hawks. Dawn, don't start it. He could go on and on and on about that. That's one that's one thing that that's so funny, Dawn. He works more in Hawkeye land, and so he gets it all the time. And so when they play together,
I give it.
You give it. Okay. Anyway, but like when they're playing each other, it's like the most stressful time at our house. The football. I think it's more football than basketball.
Oh, it is, yeah.
The most stressful. And I have filmed him before watching that game. It's just the worst. It's the worst. Okay, Matt,
It's
tough. It is tough. It's tough for me. It's like he won't fully sit on the couch, sits on the edge of the couch. I'm just going to go through here and see if I missed any other questions. Do you guys have any other questions for us? We're here. He's here. We can keep him here. Any sports question? See, this is what I meant. You can't see any of the questions without your glasses, can you? Okay.
Can you?
Yes. Listen, I may have to use some glasses if I'm reading small print, in a book. But I can see all this. Heartland, Matt, we have to look this up. Where do you find Heartland? Is it on like?
That's a good question.
Yeah, YouTube, like not YouTube. What's it? Netflix? Yeah.
I don't know all the.
We don't know. Oh gosh.
I didn't get any of those stuff.
Okay. Heartland again. Ruffled chips with
13 seasons? Or 13
Did she
shows?
13 episodes, or she said, yeah, I don't know what she said. 13 seasons. Oh my goodness. Oh, what's that other? We watched that other show and we really liked it, but now it's done. Prodigal Son. That was good. That's kind of like a Crime Junkie. I do like those shows. Okay, I think I've been up there. No, Matt.
Oh.
Okay, so you have to go up here and see if anybody asked any questions that you missed. Oh my gosh, Karen. Karen wants to know if you have an IKEA card.
family does. I thought we were gonna get a discount. I guess not.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so, oh my gosh, Karen. Okay, I'm just gonna tell this. It's Netflix and Up TV. I've never even heard of Up TV. Okay, we don't have Netflix, but maybe we could find it. Karen, that is hilarious. What are your favorite thrift stores? I like to see your stories of your thrift store shopping and hauls. Okay, Jane, that's helpful. Thank you very much. I haven't been going. We're building this course, and so we've really been love more thrifting, love more live thrifting. Okay, live thrifting, shopping and hauls. Okay, what are your favorite thrift stores? So around here, we have Goodwill's, Salvation Army. We have some other smaller ones. My mom kind of goes to those, but I just don't really find them as fun. Restore is another place, so we love to go to those. If we're in a different town and we have time and we're not doing anything else, we'll check to see what they have. But would you say that's it for the thrift stores? We have like a St. Vincent de Paul's and those kinds of stores, but they're not great. And they're kind of not in the route that I usually go on, so I don't usually go to those. Matt, do you have an IKEA card? We were in a small shop in Michigan, and I was not near my family, and one of the workers was walking around to different people and asking if they have a Kia car. That's what she was asking. And so Matt thought she was asking, do you... She came up to him and says, do you have a Kia car? We don't have a Kia car. And he looks at her kind of like, why are you asking? We're not in he thought she said IKEA card. I can't say this with a straight face. IKEA card. So we're not in an IKEA. We're in a small shop in Michigan.
Nor are we close to an IKEA.
He looked at her and he's
coupon,
like,
and we go. Swedish meatballs. Ice cream.
He looks at her, and I think Landon was with him because he was so embarrassed. And he looked at her, and he's like, well, I think we do. And so she looks at him like, well, you got to go move it because this car was parked in the wrong area. So she looked at him like, he thought that if we, those family cards you get at IKEA, it's not even a credit card. You get like we don't even know what that card's for. The closest IKEA to us is 4.5 hours away or whatever. I don't even know what that IKEA card's for, but we have one. And so he thought if we showed that, maybe we'll get a coupon at this store.
I don't know if she had a coupon to give away. I don't know.
So
She didn't.
Landon was mortified. He's like, Mom, oh my gosh. So that's why she was looking at him so weird. And he's looking at her like, what do I get for showing my IKEA card? Oh my gosh, it was so funny. Karen, funny.
Thanks, Karen.
Do you find copper in your thrift stores? Yes, I do, Martha. I do find copper, different things. Punky, yes, are you selling tomorrow? I am selling tomorrow. We will put new items in the shop. The Instagram shop is at My Creative Days Shop. And so we are putting new items in there tomorrow at 6 p.m. CST. Okay, so Leah just gave us, these are free channels. Let me write these down because sometimes I miss. It's IMDb and TB. Okay, thank you. I'll look that up. Love the thrift store shopping. Okay. Karen, that store, I can't say it without. Look at it. Kind of like LMAO, right? Lame-o. Okay, Matt, they're all giving you the LMAO. It's not lame-o, but Okay, you guys, we will let you go. I think I got through everything. I will continue to watch your comments. We're going to be watching for who entered for the giveaway. Just share the video. And then if you have any other questions or comments, leave them below and we will get to them. I will check them throughout the night and then into tomorrow. And that's okay. See, some people, this is what I don't like, just so you can learn this.
Just getting on there.
Well, no, there's kind of a lag. And so when I'm talking, then these could have already been up. And then when I get off, there were questions I didn't see. But it's nothing, I can do. Ugh, I hate that.
You can follow up.
Yeah, I can do. Oh, you don't want to do a follow-up?
I'll let you.
Okay.
I'll let you have the
Okay,
show.
we're gonna get them on more often. So thanks for being here, guys. Enter the giveaway. If you're on replay, just hashtag replay, share the video, say you shared, and you're entered. So you can win a box of these amazing brushes. So, okay, have a good rest of your night.